There's a delay in the implementation of the Demerit system. Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula announced that the system would be rolled out in phases now. Between now and next year, the focus will be on establishing the physical and electronic infrastructure. The Demerit system will see motorists being penalized for not adhering to traffic laws. To discuss this further, we're joined by the agency's Monde and Mkhaliphi. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. Now, this system, this AARTO system, was supposed to come into effect on the 1st of July. It didn't. This was not the first time that it was delayed. So why should motorists trust that eventually it will work?
Yes, thank you, Maseko, and thank you to the viewers at home. I think on the 1st of July 2021, the Minister of Transport, Mr. Fikile Mbalula, outlined a clear program in terms of phasing in of AARTO. It has got clear milestones, and he indicated that the critical aspect of the AARTO rollout is that we need to expand the footprint of the agents in the entire country. AARTO is being implemented only in 2 jurisdictions as we speak, Tshwane and Joburg. And we only have offices in 1 other province, which is in Mpumalanga. So we'll be setting out outlets in the rest of the country. And secondly, we are also starting a process of enabling other issuing authorities in the country to begin to process the AARTO elective options. That is, if road users go there to submit their applications for cancellation of infringements to pay in installments. So our system should be enabled across the country prior to having the national food rollout. But more importantly, the minister made mention of the fact that because of some of the challenges in understanding some of the process in the AARTO chain, he made mention of the fact that we need to embark on an intensive public education program so that when the points demerit system, for example, comes into effect, all road users need to be clear on how it works, but more importantly, the benefits of the AARTO process. So we are on that process now as we speak. We are enabling our partners across the country, issuing authorities, to make sure that they are able to process the AARTO elective options. So that is where we are at the moment. And he also mentioned that the next stage in terms of the rollout is the 1st of October, where we are bringing in 67 municipalities in terms of the rollout. And then on the 1st of on the 1st of January 2021, we are bringing in the rest of the 144 municipalities. And then the points demerit system is coming in on the 1st of July 2022. And the critical aspect of that is that all the road users need to be informed on how it works. Before the 1st of July, for example, Maseko, we're inundated with a lot of calls. The companies, the fleet management organizations, they want to find out how the points demerit system works. And we understood that they need to be afforded enough time so that they can set up their systems. And all the road users, they need to understand exactly how the points demerit system works, and above all, how the AARTO process works in its entirety.
You mentioned that 67 municipalities, besides the Johannesburg and Tshwane metros, will be ready by the 1st of October. That's only in a few months' time. So are most of them at least electronically connected?
Yes, we are working with our partners, the Road Traffic Management Corporation, who are the custodians of the meters. So in terms of the regular engagement that we have now, we are at 97% in terms of state of connectivity. But more importantly, they need to be enabled to be able to process the AARTO system itself, because as we speak now, it is a new system, and the entire entities need to be enabled to process the adjudication aspect of AARTO, which is what is happening in Tshwane and Joburg now. That is the processing of the AARTO elective options. That is where we are now. Most road users, they submit applications to us so that they can have their infringements cancelled. They submit applications so that they can have, they can be given an opportunity to pay in installments. They can be given an opportunity to nominate drivers. So this is what we are doing now. We are enabling the system so that it's able to take or to process the elective options in those 67 municipalities. So it's quite a critical step. So even prior to that, other steps that we need to be embarking upon is to make sure that we finalize the AARTO regulations. We have those in municipalities also proclaimed for the rollout. And also the training of officers in those identified areas, that is municipalities, So we are working on that intensive program so that we do not miss that date. As we have already indicated, it's a concerning matter that there are few dates that we have missed in the past. And this time around, we are not going to leave any stone unturned to make sure that we meet the date of the 1st of October.
Mr. Mkhaliphi, you mentioned that there's a lot of people who don't understand, for instance, the demerit system. So I'm thinking perhaps I should give you this opportunity and platform to explain to those who might be watching right now and don't understand this demerit system, which is, of course, what most motorists are more anxious about. I don't have much time, so if you can just summarize very quickly what the demerit system entails and how it's going to ensure that bribery and corruption is eradicated on our roads.
Yes, thank you so much, Maseko. It's quite a detailed process, the points demerit system, but it's part of the AARTO process. That is where we're encouraging road users to look at. But more importantly, if you are a law-abiding road user, you should not be concerned about the adverse effects of the points demerit system on your driving license. It's so important that the points of departure of the points demerit system and the AARTO process in its entirety is to make sure that we inculcate a positive road behavior on the road user. So where it starts, if you commit an infringement on the road, let's say you are caught driving with an expired license disc, and then perhaps you admit to that, you don't go the route of application for the cancellation of that infringement. And then there are 3 demerit points that are attached to your name. You've got time to make sure that those demerit points are removed against your name by embarking on a positive behavior. But if not, and then let's say you get 3 demerit points, and then you get another one, and then you reach the threshold of 15, which is being proposed in the regulations. Once it gets at 15, and then you commit another infringement, then you've got 16 demerit points, and then your driving license is suspended. And then after you have been suspended, you are given 3 months to amend your behavior. If you do, let's say you abide for a period of 3 months, and then you are brought back onto the road. If your driving license is suspended 3 times, that means perhaps you have got about 32 demerit points against your name. That means now you are suspended now for the 2nd time. If it's suspended for the 3rd time, that means you've got almost 50 demerit points next to your name. And then the road system, the road traffic management system, removes you from the road, and then you are given an opportunity to go and start afresh. Remember that we have said you have accumulated almost 50 demerit points, and you can imagine how many lives of other people that you have put in danger. So the system is not that much punitive per se, but it seeks to change the behavior of the road user. If you happen to behave very well on the road, you've got 5 demerit points against your name, you behave very well for 3 months, 1 demerit point gets to be dropped, and then you behave well again, another demerit point gets to be dropped, up until all the demerit points get removed next to your name. Meaning, the more you behave well on the road, the lesser demerit points that you're going to have against your name. So that is how the system works. It seeks to deal with the habitual infringers on the road, who are a problem to the road of the law-abiding road users in our country.